Moving on. Moving on. This next one is from Liam Miller, and question is, who do you think will win the European Cup? And would you like to see Big Ant Studios make a union game? So start with the European Cup first.
Big Ant Studios. Oh, we were saying with the European Cup.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say Big Ant Studios are they're Saudi don't like them. They've had a bit of a tussle. I read on the forums there that they don't really like each other too much.
What, Big Ant Studios?
Yeah, and Saudi was saying they'd never work with Big Ant Studios.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but that's a bit of a. So what are we up to? Up to the quarterfinals of the European Cup.
Yes.
Who will win? Well, it's a bit hard to go past Toulon, isn't it? Really, when you look at the teams in that stage. Northampton Saints going pretty well. Clermont is there. I'd have to say Toulon. It's hard to go against Toulon.
I mean, you've got to, surely. I mean, they obviously won last year, and they're just powerhouses, aren't they? Really, they
got everyone they want, don't they?
Exactly. They're still London Wasps. There's still Leicester there, but and there's still Bath as well. There's still good competition there. But
Heads Up Rugby will be wanting Bath to win.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just disappointing. Glasgow got knocked out by Toulon last matchup. But I think you can't go past Toulon. They should be able to beat the Wasps quite decently, and Saracens could also, and of course Northampton Saints as well. Obviously, the top of the Aviva. So. Apologize for my phone.
I was going to say something, but
yeah.
All right, that's it. That was your one.
Yes,
so right, back to my turn. I have one from Krista, and this is a good name for me. Diarmuid Torbett.
What?
No idea. That's a very hard name.
Okay.
Diarmuid Torbett, Mr. Torbett. And Krista want to know, what is your real name?
Well, mine is Daniel.
And mine is Steve.
That
was a nice, easy one.
All right, we'll move on to one of mine. Next question is, do you prefer playing rugby league or union? Well, I've never played league, so obviously union. But I enjoy watching rugby league as well. I'll try to catch every single NRL match as possible. I just love it, and I'm just disappointed Jared Haynes went over to the NFL because he was my favorite player. But I just love watching the NRL because it's just so fast paced.
Yeah, I'd have to say union as well for me, but I do watch quite a bit of NRL. It can easily suck away a weekend watching the NRL.
Exactly. I love watching the Warriors play as well. I just think they play such a great style of rugby league as well.
They're all right to watch if you're not supporting them.
Yeah, exactly. They're just they're basically the show team of the whole league, aren't they? Always put on a good show.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, right. My turn again. We have another one. This one's going to be a big one. It's from Cullen Witten and Bailey Mason. Who do you think's going to win the Six Nations?
All right, well, I've already done a video on this, and I thought Ireland were, because they've just been playing exceptional over the last 12 months. But obviously, since we're being recording this video, Wales lost to England first match at Millennium Stadium by 5 points. And I did predict that. I did say England were going to beat Wales, and lots of people had Wales as first or second on their table. But I'm just interested to think what you think.
Well, I think it's only really three sides, isn't it? It's going to be England, Wales, or Ireland, and France will be there, and they'll probably get upset, and they'll upset some other players, some other teams. But in the end, Scotland and Italy are going to be doing the same. They'll just wanted to upset someone else. I think they will be, though. I think Scotland this season is going to pull a few more punches than people are expecting. Yeah. We've got Scotland and France this weekend as well.
Oh, France. I'm going against my own national team here. Scotland just play since they've got the new coach, have just been playing such a great style of rugby. So I'm just interested to see how they go in the World Cup, but I don't think they've got that much of a chance in the Six Nations.
I think they'll upset. They'll definitely outdo their expectations.
Yeah, hopefully.
I think they've got a good enough team. But as Italy are going to struggle, France will be around there. They'll probably finish 4th, I'd say.
Yeah.
Them or Scotland, 4th or 5th.
Yeah.
But really, with Wales losing that first match, you'd have to say it's England or Italy. I mean, England or Ireland. And good mix up there.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with England just to be different.
Oh, okay. So it should be very interesting.
Yeah.
Moving on. Question from Unicorn. Would you rather slam your dick in a car door or crush your balls with a mallet?
Oh dear, that's one of those questions, isn't it? So what's the 2 options again?
Slam your dick in a car door
Yeah.
or crush your balls with a mallet?
Oh, dick in the door. I don't think that would be as painful.
Yeah, I think obviously even getting kicked in the balls hurts like hell. So I've
It
gotta
hurts
go,
like hell, yeah.
Yeah, slam the dick in the door. I think.
Oh,
Thanks for
dear,
the
that
question.
would be
You
horrible.
want something to, yeah. I want you to answer that question for yourself as well. What were you gonna do?
Oh dear, that's a horror one. Alright, next one up I've got from JK Bennett Thomas, who wants to know what we think of EA making Rugby 16. So obviously you've probably covered this before.
Yes,
I imagine. Yeah. So you want to enlighten everyone on your opinion?
Oh, okay, well, obviously it's not confirmed or denied yet. I've heard rumors from 2 different sources that, 3 now, that EA possibly could be making a game, but still rumors at the moment. If it was to be the time to make a game, it would be this year. World Cup, obviously, they're going to cash in on it. But, I've heard rumors that from the offices that they have been talking about rugby and stuff like that, but they're just rumors for now, and if anything was to be announced, it would be in March, April time, but honestly, I think HB Studios, because they have said they've got a multi-year plan for rugby games, are probably going to do it.
Well, it'll be interesting, wouldn't it? It'll definitely raise the profile of rugby games.
Yeah.
If EA did make another one, but it depends what they offered. It would have to far excel what Rugby Challenge 2 does, and it couldn't be anything like Rugby 15, or else it would just be in a hole.
But just imagine a Rugby Ultimate Team, though. Like,
That would be awesome.
that would be the most best series I would do ever. I would love to do it. Like, I've always wanted to do a FIFA one, but I've never been that into soccer. But
Oh, tell you what, I tried to do a FIFA one, and for everyone who's watching that has asked me to do a FIFA one, the connection is horrible. I got absolutely frustrated playing that game, and you'd play through a match, and then you'd get halfway through, or 60 minutes, whatever, and it would just say connection lost, or whatever, or I can't remember what it says exactly, but then it'll take you back to the home screen.
Yeah.
And you'd lose your fitness and your contracts on your players, yet you got no reward for actually completing the match. And it was absolutely tearing your hair out stuff. It got the chop.
Yeah.
It got the chop big time.
Well, let's do 3 more questions, and then we'll end this part and link it to my part.
I was about to say that, yeah.
Yep. So, okay, let's... I want to save that one for another video. Okay, who do you think is the best back and forward playing rugby union right now?
The best back would be...
from Chad Overton.
Oh, yeah. Best back would be Savia. No question there. Best forwards, that's a bit different. I'm a bit biased, really, because I'd have to just about say Kieran Reid, because he's been phenomenal over the last few seasons as well. But that would be from the Southern Hemisphere. I'm sorry, Australia, but you've just had no one at all. Chris Robshaw has been pretty awesome for England over the last couple of years as well. And can you say, a back, a Northern Hemisphere back who's been good?
Oh, Driscoll, maybe, but
Well, Driscoll has, but he's gone now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's Finn.
He's gone, but he was a world class player. There's no question about that. But Robshaw will probably be a forward and a back playing over there. No idea. No idea at all. We'll say Gareth Anscombe.
You could say that. Alright,
let me think on that one. You give me yours and I'll think on a back.
Alright, well, obviously, I think forward, he did win World Rugby Player of the Year last year, was obviously Brodie Retallick. Exceptional for New Zealand, and, he's just been a revelation over the last few years. And best back, this is very hard to choose from because there's so many. Obviously, Tommy Bowe, there's Israel Folau, there's Savia. But any one of those three. I'm not going to specify because they're all great players, and obviously Mike Brown as well. And I'm not even forgetting South Africans here.
I was going to say South Africa. Willie Roo's been pretty good the last few years too.
Exactly. So big pick of those ones. So I think you guys get the idea.
Yeah, still can't think of it back. Tommy Bowe. Yeah, Tommy Bowe's pretty good. Cheating on that one. Okay, well, my turn. Right, I've got one here. Ordinary Tuber would like to know what you would do if if you woke up and your whole family were Blues supporters, and he means by that Auckland Blues, presuming you're a New Zealander.
First of all, I don't think my whole family would know who the Blues are, because my dad's never played rugby. My brother quit rugby, so they don't follow Super Rugby. So honestly, I'd just be shocked that they actually knew who the Blues were.
You kind of stole my answer, because I was going to say the similar thing. My family has no interest whatsoever in rugby, and I'd also be shocked if they knew who the Blues were, or if they even watched a Super Rugby game for that matter. And if they supported the Blues, well, good for them. Enjoy losing.
Yeah. All right, so one more question. Let's just get a good one here, good quick one. All right, so many ones. Well, it's a question from Alex Carter. Is there any big investors that you would think would invest in a rugby video game, aka Rugby World Cup 2015?
AIG.
Oh. A bit out of the blue, but
Well, they support the All Blacks. They sponsor the All Blacks. Why wouldn't they do rugby games?
Along those lines, I've always said that World Rugby could invest in rugby union video.
Well, yeah, that's true too. Yeah,
get
their name.
I mean, it just grow the sport as a whole. Like, I made a video about that, so I'm not going to go into more detail. But also, I think HSBC. They obviously support the World Cup, they support World Rugby, and they support the Sevens. So, and also the Asian 5 nations as well. So HSBC could invest into that, but
there's a lot of companies really.
Yeah.
When you look through it, like there's so much sponsorship in rugby through Heineken. That would be good for a rugby title sponsored by Heineken.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so much stuff. There's heaps of them throughout the world, and even like the Japanese companies. Like rugby's getting pretty big over there.
Exactly.
You get a Panasonic or something
to
fire a few mil. You'll be right.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to wrap this part up.
Yeah,
here.
let's wrap
part one
up.
Cool, that is awesome. Thanks for tuning in and watching, and be sure to check out the other side of these questions over on the Scottish Cannon's channel. And that is our time for this part. Thank you for tuning in and watching, and take care.
See you guys.